Hello, my dears. I am coming to you as always from my vehicle, of course, filming vertically because everyone hates it and drives everybody nuts. Just a brief rant. And because this is just one of those things. I really wanted something chocolate, but I wanted something that was at least going to be beneficially chocolate. So, we're at the store and I'm thinking to myself, okay, let's find something with a decent amount of protein in it. And I see this on the shelf. This is Nesquik brand. It is chocolate milk. They also have vanilla, and it says it's protein plus, and then it's got 23 grams of protein per bottle and 28% less sugar than leading protein enhanced flavored milk. And that it's proudly made with real milk that's from cows not treated with the growth hormone RBSD and all this other stuff. And I'm thinking, hey, this sounds, pretty cool. All right. So I grab it because, I'm a pro at making bad decisions. If there's anything in my life that I'm good at, it is making bad choices. So I grab it off the shelf without thinking about it. And once I'm in the car and I'm looking at it, I start kind of glancing at it. I'm like, man, there's 170 calories in this thing. There's, 250 milligrams of sodium, 23 grams of carbs. And then I look at it. Can y'all read what that says up there? You probably can't. In case you can't, that says that the servings per bottle is about 2. So just to be clear, that it says on the front, part of its big advertising things, there's 23 grams of protein per bottle. But half a bottle is a portion. So if you're consuming a full serving of this stuff, then in reality, you are consuming 290 calories in a bottle of milk, in a bottle. Okay? 290 calories. Only 2.5 grams of fat, which is good. I mean, it's better than it could be. 400 milligrams of potassium, which is okay. 250 milligrams of sodium, which is, But it's a person taking a picture of a house. But you aren't even getting the full amount of protein that is displayed on the bottle. Now, I know, and I fully acknowledge, I'm not trying to be all, I need to sue them, I need to blame them for... No, it's my choice. I picked up the bottle and I didn't read it. So I just want to put that out there and make that clear. I'm not blaming anybody but me for not reading the bottle before I walked out of the store and decided to buy it. And I think it was like maybe $2.49 or something like that for this little bottle. And this is only 14 ounces. So this isn't even like a really big container. This is a 14-ounce container. Okay, that's all. But I am learning more and more as I become more mindful and more conscious of my food choices. And as I become more aware of my calorie consumption and more aware of what's in my food, that so many of these packages and bottles and bags and all this stuff basically that's pre-made, pretty much anything pre-made, is somehow deceptive when it comes to amounts. Now, there's some stuff where I'll give it to them, at least they're honest. Like this is my husband's, and this is what he had this morning. This is the Starbucks Mocha double shot thing, and this is 15 ounces, so it's slightly more than mine. And I think price-wise it was probably a little less, maybe about the same, I don't remember, to be perfectly honest. But this thing at least is honest with itself. You flip this thing over and it says serving size 1 can. It knows that you are going to drink this whole damn can. They understand that. And they're not going to sit there and they're not going to bullshit you about it. They're telling you, hey, there's 200 calories in this can. Here's how many's from fat. Here's all the other stuff. But you have to watch for shit like that. Because so many of this stuff, and it's always going to be the stuff that's supposed to be good for you. Because they're going to market themselves as being this positive, high protein, low sugar, high energy bullshit, basically. And they're going to catch you. They're going to trap you exactly like I did, because they're going to know that when you're just glancing at the bottle, when you're looking at the outside packaging, most people and I'm as guilty of it as anybody, obviously. Most people are not going to flip it over and sit there and scan the nutrition label on the back of the bottle to see exactly how much they're consuming and what they're consuming. So, I am a terrible person, and I am wholly and completely at fault. And I acknowledge that. Like I said, I'm not trying to blame anybody else for my decisions. I'm not trying to say, that they made me do. Nobody held my hand and said, hey, you have to buy this. I did it on my own. I made that choice. I own it. But it's something you have to watch for. And it's always the stuff that's supposed to be better for you, that's supposed to be the more health conscious decision. So, long story short of the whole thing is, please make sure, as you become more comfortable doing so, and as it becomes something that's easier for you to do, because I know that for me, when I started this whole thing, it was, I cannot sit here and read packaging, because if I sit here and I read every single nutrition label and look at how many calories are in everything, and just stare stuff down and start trying to count every single calorie and every single carb and every single gram of fat, then I'm just going to drive myself nuts. But now that I'm more comfortable doing it, and it's not such, this huge anxiety triggering thing, I'm really finding just how deceptive marketing is, and how easy it is for companies to present something as being a positive option, but in reality, not really be the best choice that they're trying to make themselves out to be. So if anything, my lesson for today is read your labels. Make sure that you are aware of what you're buying. Be a conscious shopper. And I found that trying to be more mindful of, of my portions, of what I'm getting, of what's in it, is really helping me better understand how much I'm consuming per day. And like I said, for a lot of people, you may not be at a point right now in your journey where this is something that you can comfortably do without, kind of throwing yourself into a huge issue with anxiety. And that's exactly the problem that I had. So I don't fault you all if you're listening to me being like, okay, I can't even deal with that right now. That's cool. I'm with you 110%. I've been there. That's awesome. That's what all this was. So you're good. But if you are able, read your labels. Be aware of what you're buying, of what's in it. And just be mindful of your decisions, because it is so easy to think that you're making a good choice, and then to find out the hard way that in reality you're doing anything but. So here is to small changes and big changes. Here is to feeling better as a person. Here's to making better choices. And please remember that if I can love myself at however big I am, and however unhappy I am, and however unhealthy I am, that you can do the same. You can love you too. I love you guys. Bye.